get a close-up view.
Sure. The leveling tray inside of the oven is made of wire as opposed to aluminum, but it's actually 13 inches wide. So a standard 9x12 pan will fit on it, and that allows it to have quite a bit more area to work with. But also, when you use the sun oven, a lot of times in summertime or times when you don't need to use the leg in the back, you want to make it bigger. So to do that, if you'd like to, you can just fold these arms underneath, put them in the bottom of the oven, and then you can actually make up to an 18-pound turkey in it. I'm sorry, 21-pound turkey in it, just by setting this in the bottom, and that allows airflow to go all the way around the food. Some of the other changes in the All-American Sun Oven is the glass in it is made of it's a thicker glass. It's actually 25% thicker than it is in the Global Sun Oven, and it's also what's called an ultra-white glass, which is a low-lead glass, which doesn't filter as much sun. So because of the low-lead glass, the All-American Sun Oven actually gets about 10% hotter than the Global Sun Oven does. And
so what temperatures can it get up to then?
Well, it will consistently it'll get temperatures in the range of 375 to 400 degrees. It just really depends on the amount of clarity of the sun. And side by side with the Global Sun Oven, in the same circumstances, it gets about 10% hotter. And then one of the other really nice features of the All-American Sun Oven is on the glass there's two focusing cubes. And these focusing cubes are designed so that when you have the sun oven in the sun, it takes all the guesswork out of knowing where to position the sun oven in the sun. It's a little bit dark now, but with these cubes, they've got holes in them. One has a hole on the side, one in the back, and this one, which also the part of the cube is a handle, which gives you a little easier area to grip. But when you stand behind the sun oven, when the sun shines through the top hole and is centered on the bottom hole, then you know the oven is focused. And the reason there's two of them, people who like using it on the ground can use the one that you stand behind and look. This one is designed so if you had it on a table, you could see it from the side and look inside of it and then see the one hole inside of the other. Unfortunately, it's just a little too dark right now for to see that hole, but I mean to see the sunlight. But when it's in the direct sun, you know exactly where to set the back leg, you know exactly where to position it in the sun.
So you prop it up and then the sun will reflect
when the sun
properly
shines
on there.
Through
That's
the one
great.
hole right over the bottom hole, then you know it's
so it'll be centered on that.
It's centered on the bottom hole, and
that's great.
So that takes all the guesswork out of focusing the All-American Sun Oven.
I love that.
It does an incredible job as far as the cooking. Being it is a little bit bigger and heats a little bit faster, it winds up being a lot more user-friendly with the leg and then with the easy focusing cubes.
And you can use more of your standard pots because
now
they'll
you can
fit
use,
easier.
like a 9x12 pan that, if you have a 9x12 pan that has a small lip on it, as long as it doesn't exceed 13 inches, you can put it on the leveling tray right across it. But even if you have a 9x13 pan, you can put it this direction, the opposite direction, and it will accommodate a 9x13 pan as well.
So even if it's not using the leveler, it's still okay in there?
Right. Well, I mean, with this, you can put that right on the leveling tray, I'm saying. It's,
It's
inches,
you just put it opposite. Okay,
right,
because it's wide enough inside to...
Right,
okay.
right.
Cool.
On the one side where we have to have these arms, it limits it a little bit, but it actually has another 3/4 of an inch when the other direction, which will allow for a 13-inch pan.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. We're excited to see these and start selling them.
Great. I'm sure you'll enjoy using it too.
Thanks, Paul.